And good morning. This is another talking head video, this one for members of the Ultimate Black Belt Test. Now, everybody in the 100 is in the periphery of the Ultimate Black Belt Test. The 100 came as a project out of the idea of what would be the ultimate testing curriculum for someone of my experience and rank and age and wherewithal, and creating an association that provided ethical, sound cultivation of not just business practices, but of the master's mindset. Like, what are you best at? What do you want to champion? And how do we go about it intelligently in an industry that's mostly sold out to simple commerce? Well, for those of you in the Ultimate Black Belt Test, recognize that you probably do good work, and you do it with kids, you do it with adults, you have a good heart, you have good intentions, you have a certain amount of experience, you have things that you know and that you care about and that you take consistent action on. And know too that you have to, you don't have to. You do a better job as a teacher and a leader when you lead by example. And so if you are actually stepping up to the plate and leading by example, and you only lead as powerfully and as completely as your intelligence allows, as your awareness. If you're not smart and you're not aware, and we're all not aware and not smart at some level, it is revealed in your actions. So if you're doing smart work and you are aware of things, it behooves you to communicate these things to your community by your example, through talking, through writing, through video, through imagery. This is how you communicate the simple message, is that, hey, this school that I've started, that I work in, is a very important place. It's very different than just about anything else you can be involved in. And here are the benefits of being involved. Let me tell you about the leadership. Let me tell you about the staff. Let me show you what we do. Let me tell you who influences our work. Let me tell you what our intentions are. All of this work is communicated through your media company, and you are your own media company, or it isn't. Maybe you're just communicating telepathically, like we've been talking about. But I think you do better when you're genuine and authentic and you're really doing the stuff and you just show people. I think you're more effective when you have good ideas and you express them. When you have strong beliefs and are driven by a sense of passion and you express that and you make it clearly evident and make it so people can find it, so that through the barrage of marketing and TV shows and internet and the phone and Facebook, that maybe your message gets through because you're more consistent than the average Joe. You're more consistent than Coca-Cola might promote its product, or, any retailer who's trying to reach people to get their disposable income. It seems like if you're doing really good work and you're leading by example and you are expressing yourself, and these things are solid and sound and heartfelt and meaningful and important to the world as it is today, seems like it behooves you to get that message out, right? And the Ultimate Black Belt Test is this mutually beneficial arrangement. Yeah, I've got to market my school and I've got to let people know, because I think if they knew, they'd come in, because I have a lot of benefit to give. And on the other side of that win-win is, I've got to polish and sharpen my own saw. How can I live a lifestyle and work a business and live as an athlete and constantly evolve and improve myself? Well, let's bring them together. Let's talk about myself. Well, let's bring them together. Let's talk about what we're doing and why. And then that works as our advertising. But at the same time, when you make transparent what you're doing and what you're reading and what you're eating and how you're training and who you're helping and all these things, boy, makes you look deeply at what you're doing. Because if you aren't doing anything of value, it looks really bad when you talk about it. When you're just a mindless shit you know, and you're just out there for yourself, and you're not doing anything for anybody, and you're driven by this this need for greed, and you know, I mean, you're not going to look that good. So I think being involved in the ultimate black belt test and making your work more transparent, not completely. I don't want to know what's going on in your toilet or your bedroom. That's your job. There's lots of places you can publicize what you're doing, and if it has merit, if it's well thought out, if it's heartfelt, if it's important to today, to parents, to people, to, you know, our society as it is today, I think you stand a lot better chance of having people come in and appreciate what it is that you do and sell. So if you're in the ultimate black belt test, the real challenge is, you know, I know you know how to work out. If you can't get your butt off the couch and get in shape, you know, I'm sorry, and I'm going to try to serve as a role model and, you know, crack the whip as often as I can, but I'm looking for something far bigger than that. Yeah, you can work out, yeah, you can kick, yeah, you can break boards, but my God, there is so much more to do. So what is it that you are doing? What do you care about? Who influences your work? What are you doing? Who are you helping? This is what the ultimate black belt test is about. Let's esteem the process. Let's bring merit to the work. But I don't often know what the hell you're doing because you haven't learned how to communicate it yet. You know, a blog once a month or a video occasionally or this or that, you haven't even scratched the surface of what it is you want to do. Don't you want to be powerful? Don't you want to be strong? Don't you want to be effective? When you go out there, don't you want to really help people? Well, you are the product. So show us how you polish the product. Show us how it's developed. Show us how you keep the knife sharp. And learn to do that, not so that you can toot your own horn and blow up your own ego and get in some Hall of Fame thing, you know, wherever they give them, because they're happening all the time. There's so many Halls of Fames, can't keep them straight. Do it because it's good for you, because it gives you more power to help people and to make a difference.